Hello, I'm Ricardo Sotomayor from Instance, and my new song, Drugs, is coming out in. And I wanted to show you some of my process while composing music, how these ideas that I have on my head become a reality, right? So I mostly work on Logic Pro. It's my favorite DAW. I love it. I think it's very versatile and very powerful. Even though I have access to a lot of instruments, I mostly work with digital instruments because I find it easier to just express my ideas there, tweak everything that I need to tweak, and then once I have something that I'm happy with, I can go to the studio and record the real instrument. I work with very cheap equipment. I have some PreSonus studio monitors and some PreSonus AudioBox Go audio interface. I don't have a lot of budget to spend, so that's mostly what I work with. It's enough. For example, the guitar. I also have a MIDI project with the guitar and pretty much how I wanted it to sound. And once I was happy with it, we recorded the entire guitar on the studio. Once I have all the stems, all the recordings, I usually do the mixing entirely by myself. And then once I'm happy with the mix, which can take from a few days to a whole year mixing, I send it to my friend Jay Quijada, who has a lot of very professional equipment and access to an entire recording studio. He pretty much just checks everything and he approves it. He's like, okay, this sounds great. You can release it, or you know what, Ricardo, you should work a bit more on this and that. I write all of my songs entirely in English. I don't know why. I'm very Mexican, so I could just write them in Spanish. However, I think this is like a double personality kind of stuff, but I find it easier to express my feelings with English. So it is easier for me to compose a melody and to write some lyrics in English than it is for me to write them in Spanish. And especially this song, even though it's not completely 100% real, it is based in things that really did happen to me. So it is very personal. That's why I've spent countless hours trying to make every single one of the songs sound as good and as perfect as I can. The concept of the album is that you need to listen it in its entirety and in order for you to understand what it's about and to understand the story. It's like a musical. Once every single song is released, you get to hear it in order and understand the entire story. Drugs is a song about spiraling down. The idea is to express this kind of hopelessness, bad decisions and bad friends, and how someone who is struggling with depression and addiction and all of this bad stuff can't even comprehend when someone wants to help him. He just feels attacked and he feels bad because he knows that he is on the wrong. I wanted to express that in my song with a bunch of people screaming, right? Because I wanted to express this idea of all of your friends saying a lot of conflicting stuff because they want to help you and they're trying to give you advice. However, well, you are depressed and you are in a very bad position, so you just feel them attacking you. So that's why in some parts of the song, I recorded a lot of my very close friends and very talented singers. I recorded them screaming, "You better run, you better stop, you should work harder, what you got." In that way, you can feel how our main character feels. He feels trapped. He feels like he's being screamed at. He feels very overwhelmed with everything that is happening. I also played a lot with music, with the mixing stage, right, with the production. So we can kind of like understand how he's feeling. There's a part in which he's having like a very bad breakdown and you can hear it in the song. You can hear it how the instruments all start like going in crescendo and the vocals become very airy and very dreamlike because he is literally having a very big breakdown. This production was very, very long and very difficult to make. I have a bunch of stems, like 70 different channels, all of them with different plugins, all of them mixed in what I think is perfection, but probably is not perfect. So it took a lot of time. It took a lot of time, almost 4 years. So I'm very excited for this song. I really did my best. I really fine-tune every single detail. And I'm very happy, especially with the lyrics. The lyrics, as I told you, are very personal, and I think I struck a chord there. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope you listen to the song when it comes out.
Your face, smile, just cannot hide all your insides that you keep locked in, heated.